just takes off faster than any other bike. It's just like, I like it. Pedals suck, as usual. Yeah, still my favorite. It's still comfortable. I don't always need that top speed, but it has that good punch, that good, I don't know, what do you call it?
Torque.
It's the first day. Yeah. Still good. You think it still has a 3,000 watt motor?
I think so. Yeah, I don't notice much difference. I didn't check the top end of it though. It was freewheeling at 78, I think.
Okay. So they no longer did like a flat matte black. They did a shiny. There's super limited supply of these. We don't know when the next shipment's coming in from Tao. Couple things though. The 30 and 40 amp hour batteries do not come out. So the one really awesome thing about this bike was that you could remove the battery easily, and you can now, but it's just not as great as a mechanism as it was in the previous. Oh, it's got Bluetooth. Don't mind that at all.
Bluetooth mode.
Did you notice if the cruise... Oh, see. This should be a cruise control. It's not. It's more on both sides. Emmo does that too. That's a safety? Or is that the speed?
Cruise.
Oh, cruise. But they don't have that safety anymore, which that was a bit annoying. Remember, because before this was a green button still, but it was just, you turn the bike on, had to press that, and then you could go. So grips are a little bit different, but I like how the adjustable levers still.
And it shows your limiter too.
Oh, yeah, that's the 2.
It says gear, so if your limiter's on, it's first, and then.
Okay,
I
so
think they had that before.
the limiter button is there like it was before. You have to hold the key down. And that's an Emmo 50 amp hour. That was a request from our customer, but the 50 amp from Tao fits the same way. It's a little bit tighter. So, still not that easily removable, but obviously you keep it in during your riding season, and then you gotta use 2 hands again to, there you go. Now that works that way because of Darren. Just so you know, if you were to get this from the crate or another dealer, you may not have that kind of proper working, because Darren had to do quite a few things to get it to do that. And it looks like, I'm not going to take this off, but it looks like they've got the rear seat under there as well. So yeah, Tao Gemini. So I told top end like 60, 65, but that's all to really expect from this one. It used to be about 85, which is the same as Tao going down. It's an 80. It was an 80 amp controller. Now it's a 60, but still better performance than any of the Emmo mid-size or small motorcycles like the Gandin or the Knight or the Cayman. Those are all top speed 50, 55. It has storage. As I struggle with it, there we go. So this is where your breaker is. You want to turn your breaker off, I guess at the end of the season, or but understand that turns off your alarm system. This is where you charge the bike from. Okay. Okay. This is your lock and unlock. So there's your alarm system on, off, and if you press this twice, that is your remote start. So I don't typically use that, but if something happens to your ignition, then you can always kind of start your bike and go, and then to turn off the bike, press the unlock. Okay. Darren said cruise control. This is the first one of the season, so I just that was my first ride. But I also like the price point of the Gemini compared to Emmo, because as you know, I don't compare to any other brand, because I don't feel like well, there's nothing at Daymac that even compares to this, and off makes like E-Global, things like that. They're just not big enough. They don't have the reputation, and so it's either Tau or Emo for me. And you have working pedals. That was something that wasn't on the Leos last year.